Hey gang, Todd here, and we got an interesting episode of The Mandalorian. It is predominantly a mystery, a noir style mystery with shadings of Blade Runner. Djarin, Grogu, and Katan, they arrive at the planet where the garrison of Mandalorians that she had commanded before she couldn't get the Darksaber, and they left her. And they are basically privateers now. And the city, which is encased in a bubble, is very opulent. And they are taken before the royal couple that rules the city, played by Jack Black and Lizzo. Yeah, wrap your head around that one. Anyway, they have a favor to ask before they can okay their visit to the other Mandalorians. You see, everything is done, all work is done by robots. Reprogrammed battle droids, to be specific. And some of them are starting to malfunction. Some people are getting hurt. It's not every droid. It's just every so often, one of the droids will go crazy and destroy things and hurt people. So, because of the bylaws, they cannot have an occupying army in the city. Because, well, you know, Empire and all that. But the Mandalorians visiting, they are allowed to have their weapons because that is part of their culture, and this planet is accepting of all cultures and respectful of it. So, they accept the job, as it were, and they go to meet the head of the security, Christopher Lloyd. Man, the celebrities in this episode, I tell you. Anyway, they could deactivate all the droids with a push of one button, but as he explains it, the people, they don't want to get rid of the droids. They like not having to work and having the droids do everything, and so his hands are tied. You know, little jab at modern day bureaucracy, I guess. So they go down and talk to the engineers. They're the same race as the character Nick Nolte played in season 1. So Djarin shows his diplomacy skills with them, where Bo-Katan can't seem to get them to even talk to her. And they give them a list of the droids that have malfunctioned and their calculations on where the next one will happen. So they go there, and Djarin discovers which one it is by basically kicking each droid as it goes past him until one reacts. And then there is a big chase. This is where the Blade Runner part comes in, because there's a big chase where they're chasing down a rogue droid, or a rogue replicant, if you prefer. Although it doesn't look human at all. And when they finally manage to subdue it, they find that it has a what they call a spark card for a droid bar. So they go to the droid bar, where they are extremely out of place. But they talk to the bartender / owner, and they learn that they are more concerned about these malfunctioning droids than anyone else, because if things go too bad, they could all be sent to the scrap heap and deactivated. So they're kind of scared. So they're more than willing to help. And so here they discover that all the droids there drink a certain kind of lubricant that also contains some microscopic programming bits in it, basically to make them want to come back. But the bartender goes through the records and finds that all of the malfunctioning droids had imbibed from the same batch of lubricant. So they have the lubricant drained from the droid they just subdued, and find that it is not a program. But this is after the medbot that withdrew the lubricant tried to kill them. But you need an action sequence now and then. And it is actually little nano robots. And under the electron microscope, they find that there's some writing on it. And this leads back to the chief of security. Seems he was behind the whole thing because he hates Jack Black and feels that he's destroying their culture. And there's a standoff. The button he had indicated earlier, he now proclaims that if he hits it, all the robots will go into a malfunctioning frenzy. Bo-Katan hits him with a dart, and that's that. After turning him over, the Queen, who has been bonding with Grogu, gives him the key, which is a high honor, the key of the city, and knights Grogu, and then allows them to see the Mandalorians that are stationed outside. And they go there, and the leader, he's not too happy to see them. And Bo-Katan challenges him for control of the clan. They have a massive fight. Really good fight. Blows are exchanged. Shots are fired. Goes all over the camp. But Bo-Katan finally wins, but he refuses to yield because she doesn't have the dark saber. So no one should follow her. He's a pissy little man. And then, in something we didn't even think of when we were watching like 3 episodes ago, Djarin tells of how he was captured on Mandalore and lost possession of the dark saber. Bo-Katan saved him and killed the person who had taken the dark saber from Din Djarin. That means she won the dark saber and he gives it to her. And even the pissy guy has to agree, yeah, going by Mandalorian ways, she is the rightful owner of the blade. So now she is the rightful ruler of the Mandalorians. Good episode. Being a big fan of the old noirs like The Big Sleep and the Neo Noirs like Blade Runner, I really enjoyed the detective aspect that was about 3/4 of the episode. Really a lot of fun and a lot of good action. Bryce Dallas Howard is a good director. She directed this episode, and the action sequences are great. Sadly, there are only 2 episodes left for the season, but looks like things are coming about, and I'm still waiting for Moff Gideon to make a reappearance, because you know that's got to be coming. But please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.